Hello traders, welcome to another trading interview, this time with one of our serious FTMO traders, Moyo from London in Great Britain. Welcome, Moyo.
Hey guys, nice to meet you, Peter.
Thank you very much. We are welcoming here you too. Guys, for those who are listening us for the first time, FTMO is a proprietary trading company that actively search for trading talents. And therefore, we have developed a unique two-step evaluation process that consists of FTMO challenge and verification phase. And once you pass this two-step evaluation process, you will be offered a unique placement in our proprietary trading company where you can remotely manage your own FTMO account. And that's why we have Moyo here, because he is really serious traders. He right now has 70k pound account, and previous month he made more than 50% of his account. He made 37k in pounds, and that's amazing result. So before we are going to talk about his strategy and how did he make this profit, I would like to know, who is Moyo? Come on, man, introduce yourself please to us.
Hey guys, nice to meet you. Before I start, to contact me, get my Instagram, straight grind with 2 Ds _44. But back to you, Peter. Where do I start? Originally, I was born in Nigeria. Moved to the UK in 2010, so I lived in Nigeria for just 8 years. Yeah, I started trading when I was 16. I'd say quite a few things happened in my life around that time for me to really make the conscious decision to get serious and get into trading. But yeah, since I was 16, I started in July 2018. And yeah, every day I'd just be practicing. I would watch YouTube videos. I'd remember before going to college, I'd wake up at 5 a.m. Every morning just to watch YouTube videos and just to trade. I spent, I would say, minimum 10 hours a day just on the charts every day, just gaining experience, trying to figure out how it works, trying to understand. And yeah, 2 years of hard work, and I could say it got me here.
So right now it's like 3 years since you've been first trading, right?
July 2019, sorry, 2019.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And
2019.
Why did you choose to trade? What was the like first, thought of like, okay, I want to trade?
That's a very good question. I don't know where it came from, but deep down, I always had a passion for trading. Even when I was young, I always knew, I would say to my friends, I'm going to become a trader. This is what I wanted to do. And it was just a matter of time before I literally took initiative and actually went out there and did it. But it did take a few situations in my life for me to make that choice. A few harsh situations, but yeah, I think that's part of life. Everything happens for a reason, and yeah.
And what did you do before trading? Like you are trading
before
full-time right now?
Yeah, full-time trader.
So before that?
Well, in 2019, I was still in college, so I was studying mechanical engineering.
Wow.
In college. I was also, I did that for 2 years in college. I was also in university not too long ago, carrying on mechanical engineering, but because of FTMO and my confidence in my skills, I don't really think I need university. I think like I'm well equipped to start to, well, I'd say I'm already a full-time trader, but I'd say I'm well equipped to go ahead.
So you are telling me that you drop out of the school because of the FTMO?
Yeah.
No way.
To take trading very, very seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to say now.
But yeah, I just gave it 100%. Like, when I do things, I don't like to be half-hearted about it. I like to go 100% in, put all my focus and energy into it. And I believe, especially with trading, you need your 100% attention and focus into the craft if you want to really be profitable and be the best. But
cool.
Yeah.
And why did you went to mechanical engineering in the first place?
I would say mechanical engineering, it wasn't really my choice. I would say when I was young, I didn't really know what to do and where I wanted to go. I would say other people influenced my decisions. I'd say my parents. So yeah, mechanical engineering, it is a very good course, but
It is.
I just have a hardcore passion for trading, and yeah, I'd rather do that.
When did you drop out from the college?
2 months ago.
Okay. And 2 months ago, you got your first profit split in the FTMO, or what?
Yeah. A month ago. A month ago.
Nice.
Yeah, a month ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're like
I would say I dropped out
you're
early
putting in the trading like everything, it seems.
I'd say that's the reason why I did generate 50% return on over, but yeah.
It is. That's amazing result. And okay, tell us how did you learn to trade?
If I'm being honest, literally just YouTube videos.
Okay.
I did try to get some help from some people that I knew did trading, but people weren't really keen to help. They would tell you the right thing, but you just had to really delve deep. And yeah, in trading, I don't think people can really help you. I think it's like a journey you have to take on your own to figure out what works for you. I think trading is just all about you. You can't really get help from other people, but yeah, I learned mainly through YouTube and Baby Pips, which is like a Forex course,
Okay.
but mainly through YouTube.
Okay. And how did you trade before FTMO?
Well, my first strategy, I was a swing trader. I was a swing trader at first, and I was trying to I was just finding what works and what doesn't.
And you open your
how
own
was I
account with
trading?
your own money?
Yeah, I was trading a lot of demo accounts to gain some experience, but each time I did put money into my first deposit into a live account was about £800, and I blew it in about 4 hours. Yeah,
I know
blew
that
it in
feeling.
about 4 hours. Yeah, in about 4 hours. But it really showed me what trading was about. And at that stage, I had a choice to either quit or to either just try to figure this out and regain those profits. Or yeah, but it took me a year and a half to become profitable. I would say I only became profitable in January 2021.
And then you find FTMO. Then you found FTMO.
Yeah.
Cool.
And from before, I knew what I needed to do to be profitable, but it was just hard accepting it and putting in the work. But yeah.
Wow, I'm amazed about your story. So I'm really looking forward to see your strategy. So can you show me something?
Yeah, of course. Okay. The two pairs that I trade are GBP/USD and gold, and the main reason is because of the volatility. In my earlier days of trading, I found out a lot about myself. I can't really swing trade. I don't really have the patience to hold trades overnight. So I had to find something else, and I had to resort to day trading. So GBP/USD, I traded during the London session, and gold, I traded during the New York session.
Okay. So only two pairs.
What I use to base an entry on a trade is, only two pairs. And the reason I only trade two pairs is because I think, I believe, if you're trading more than 3-4 pairs, well, it depends on preference, but if you're trading more than 3-4 pairs, it's a bit hard to keep up with the pairs. And I feel like to really master a pair, you need to spend a lot of time with it and understand how it moves, how it behaves at certain times. If you really want to hit like a high probability trades on whichever pair you're trading, I feel like you really need to spend a lot of time with a single pair or two pairs and just understand them. To enter trades and stuff, I use support and resistance, trend lines, and price action.
Okay.
So what I look for when I get onto the chart in the morning, I would first go on the weekly time frame to identify where the trend's planning to move for the week. Then once I found that, I would then go down to the daily time frame just to see the last daily close to see if today is either bullish or bearish. And I'll take it a step further by going on to the 4 hour. And then the 4 hour is where I'd look to take trades for the day, where price is about to move. My strategy is quite simple. I'd say I just trade the break and the retest of the 61.8 fib. That's literally it. Break and retest of the 61.8 fib. My take profit would be at the next level, the next zone, or the next 2 zones above, depending on how strong the level holds.
Okay.
Or how strong the level looks.
And how many trades do you open during the day?
Less than three. Less than three.
That's like your rule, that no more than 3?
Yeah. That's my number one rule. No,
that's because the overtrading, right?
Yeah, overtrading. Yeah. And I feel like the less trades you take, the less mental you keep something mentally. I don't know, when you take a lot of trades and you lose trades, it does something to you mentally that hinders your performance. And the less trades you make, and they're very accurate, I don't know, I think you have more peace of mind just holding the trade and just watching one trade just play out with like 1% risk or 1.5% risk.
And can you describe me more those lines there so that we can all know what all they mean for you?
This is a trend line right here that I drew that's been holding for quite a long time. I was expecting it to break. I was expecting price to break this trend line today and move to this zone, but there wasn't much volatility today. It was just been ranging in this area. So yeah, but what I would normally do in this setup, I'll take a long position literally right here, and my take profit would be there.
Wow. So risk to reward like 10 or 20?
Yeah. My risk to reward, I aim for minimum 1 to 6 or 1 to 5. 1 to 5, but some days it depends what the market gives you, because I'm not in control of how much pips the market's pumping out. So some days I only take what the market's giving me. But when I see the chance and the opportunity, mainly on GBP/AUD and gold, GBP/AUD on a good day, I do believe I could catch like 100 pips, 120 pips, and on gold on a really good day, maybe even 200 pips. Okay. But my risk to reward is minimum 1 to 5. Minimum 1 to 5.
And what about the win rate with that?
My win rate is 40%. 40%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice statistics.
40%.
Okay, now what about the other lines?
This is another trend line that's been holding. If price does break this trend line, then I would think price is bearish and it could come down to this zone, then maybe continue to the upside. But long term, I do think GA is bullish. And okay, this is the daily chart, and right now price is in the channel, and right now it's literally at the top of the channel right now. I was anticipating price to move higher today, but unfortunately it didn't. And all I can do right now is just wait till tomorrow, my trading session, and just see what price does at that time. But when I'm not on the chart, when I'm not trading, I don't really like to think about the charts too much, or even anything to do with trading.
Okay. And what about the patterns of the price action? You look for 1 hour more than 4 hour, or what is the most important ones in time frames, perspective?
The chart pumps out patterns on every time frame, but Mainly, okay, cool. So this is an example. Right now, price is in a pattern. I think this is a expanding channel. And it literally just touched the top of this trend line. And it's supposed, well, each time price does come to this trend line, it does reject. So here, there was a major rejection, and it could reject lower, but if I look on the monthly, it's literally. Let me just get rid of this. The last monthly candle was very, very bullish. So either this week or this month, I do expect price to continue to the upside.
Okay. And how about some fundamentals there?
Oh, fundamentals. If I'm being honest, I don't really pay attention to fundamentals apart from NFP. The only reason I pay attention to NFP is because I don't want to be I don't like trading NFP because there's just too much volatility and
you want to avoid that.
I want to avoid that. Because I could enter a buy position and get stopped out in literally seconds, and that messes with your psychology, and I just want to stay away from that. But yeah, NFP is the only news event that I do watch out for.
Okay. So you use the fundamental analysis to avoid it, the trading. Yeah, reasonable. Of course, there's always a high volatility, and the market is unpredictable around those events.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So let's now take a look at your current results of the previous month. As I said in the beginning, you have 70k pound account, and during this period you have opened around or exactly 59 trades. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's like in 20 days. You said that you only trade 3 trades a day. So that's it. So you've been trading every day, right? Only 3 trades, probably.
There's some day. I don't trade on Mondays.
Why not?
I don't trade on Mondays because Mondays, from past experiences, I take quite a lot of losses on Monday, and I do believe that's because the market is still. Well, from Sunday to Monday, I think the market's just still correcting from like the previous week, and it's just setting up. But from what I've seen on the charts, Tuesday to Friday is when the market's really is favorable. I would say favorable.
Okay. And what about the risk reward and win rate? Can you show me?
Yeah.
Nice, like you said it. The win rate is like 36 almost, and the average score rate is 4, so it has to work. Have you used the equity simulator in our platform ever?
Equity simulator. I believe I've tried to, but I didn't really understand it.
You have not?
Wow.
Okay, so
actually,
let's take a look there. If you take a look in the left corner, yes, and there you will find the equity simulator below. So now let's put there the 70k and your win rate, which is like 35, let's say, or 36. Risk reward was like 4.22.
1% per trade.
1% always. Yeah. Okay, cool. And let's put there 100 iteration, cool, and 10 lines. Cool, let's run it. So in the long run, if you make 100 trade, the possible outcome of your strategy could be maximum equity of 165. Of course, that's some just mathematical predictions, but the interesting thing is that your minimal equity from mathematical perspective with this strategy could be only 68. So you could also always be in our trading objective. So It seems that your if you are going to stay with that strategy, it will work.
Yeah. It is a hard, if I'm being honest, it is a hard strategy to stick to because it requires a lot of discipline and patience for me to wait until price gets to my predicted zone. But as you said, yeah, if I do work hard each day and I stick to it, then yeah.
Cool. Maybe for some followers and subscribers, there's interesting number that it can happen mathematically that you can have maximum of consecutive losers 11, which means that that's something really hard for some mental analysis for psychology. If you have 11 losers, it's hard to sustain. It's hard to take. But as you can see, again, mathematically, it is absolutely normal. It is possible, 11 losers in your strategy, it's still a good strategy.
Yeah. I have had like a 7 losing streak, wow. 8 losing streak.
And you still have the profit.
Yeah, nice. What I do is when I do risk 1% and the trade doesn't play out, my next trade would be 0.5%. And if that trade doesn't play out, my next trade would be 0.7%. And if that trade doesn't play out, then 0.5%. And what I do is if I really worked hard for a good entry and I know this entry is perfect, I literally won't close the position. And if I do get stopped out of it, I would simply just call it a day because I know that was a good entry, it should have played out, but there's just manipulation. So I'd simply just call it a day and just move on to the other pair. Cool.
Nice. Thank you very much for this. You can go back to your metrics app and let's take a look at your statistics below the trading journal. Yep. Have you ever used this? Are you looking at those numbers sometimes?
Yeah. This actually, it helps me a lot. Because it shows me, well, as you can see here, this shows me what time I'm closing trades, what time I'm losing the most money. And if I know why I'm losing the most money at that time, I can make some minor adjustments there or a few adjustments there to change that. This just highlights to me a lot of things that I won't be able to pick out myself because it will just be impossible. I think it's good that there's a system here tracking my trades and everything. So when I do need to see things I need to improve on or just how I'm doing in general, this gives me like a very accurate way of looking at my statistics.
So for example, you are maybe going to avoid trading during 12 o'clock, right?
Yeah, prime example.
Okay, cool. And what about the volume there? Is there some volume that... Okay, it seems that you are really profitable when you are opening really big positions.
Yeah, and that's most of the time, that's my first trade.
That was the starter one. Cool.
Yeah, just the first trade initially, and I expect that trade to play out. And if it doesn't, then I just call it a day. And I try again tomorrow.
And as you told me that you're trading only 2 pairs, I can see there like another 2 ones, another 2 symbols.
So there was one. Yeah, I did trade. Okay, fun facts about GJ. I did used to trade this pair. It was before gold and GA. GJ was the last pair that I kind of just left, but I really do like GJ, but I do prefer GA more because it moves. I think it moves faster, but when GA may be consolidating for like days or weeks and it's not really pumping out pips like I want it to, sometimes I will switch to GJ. It is very rare, but sometimes I will.
Okay. And US 30 cash?
That was just fun. Just an experiment.
Just experiment.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Still experimenting with that. But, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for this trading overview of your strategy. It seems, solid. So let's get going now. So about some overview of your future, where do you see yourself in, like, let's say you are very young, so let's just say in 2 years period.
2 years, I see myself having a mastery FTMO account of £280,000, and hopefully starting a hedge fund, depending how things are. But
Wow.
my main goal is to start a hedge fund.
Wow. Thumbs up for it, Cool. And do you have something to say to others to inspire?
Yes. Trading isn't easy. It's not a game. It's something that you have to take as a profession. If you really want to be profitable, you're going to have to put the work in. You're going to have to journal your trades, the boring stuff. You're going to have to discipline yourself. And that's literally it. But there is trading. If you get those things right, like, trading is extremely profitable. Like you're in control of how much you can make, and the possibilities are endless in the market. It's like a lot can be done.
Nice. And what did you say to others about the FTMO, about the opportunity that FTMO provided you?
FTMO is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. I think it's very great. I think it's perfect because it helps traders who don't really have funding and are looking for a way to get their hands on a lot of capital. This is literally it, and I believe they do it in a very fair and good way. Very fair and good way, yeah.
Wow, thank you for those kind words again. And I also believe that our followers and subscribers are motivated, very motivated by you, and I believe they will keep trading. So again, thank you so much for being here. And do you have some last words, Moyo?
Thank you, PR. Just keep working hard, guys. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep going, and I promise you will get there.
And that's FTMO.